Live from Television Park, this is Fort Wayne's NBC News at 6.
We are seeing a downward trend.
This report is very positive.
This mayor, who plays politics with public safety, is doing everything he can to make it look as good as it possibly can look.
No more lies. Tell the truth.
It's shaping up to be the issue in the Fort Wayne mayor's race: crime. What is being done by our city leaders, and is it enough? Good evening. I'm Linda Jackson.
And I'm Tom Powell. We're glad you're here tonight. We're hearing from all sides of this issue tonight. Mayor Tom Henry, whose campaign has made it a point to paint Fort Wayne as one of the safest cities in the Midwest. His Republican challenger, Tim Smith, who says the mayor has neglected public safety, and members of a local victims advocacy group. Fort Wayne's NBC News sat down with the mayor and police chief Steve Reed to go over the most recent crime statistics available. They emphasized the 75% homicide clearance rate, which they define as homicides where someone has been charged, the act was ruled self-defense, or a person of interest was killed in another homicide investigation. Now, here are some other numbers Henry and Reed are choosing to highlight tonight. Compared to September 30th last year, they say homicides are down 44%. And non-fatal shootings are down 16%, marking a 7% decrease in what police consider violent crime. Police say they have made 27% more arrests for illegal handgun possession, and officials tell us property crimes are up 1.5%. Mayor Henry says he believes the city is moving in the right direction.
So I think we're making significant progress. Again, thanks to our police department and thanks to organizations, as the chief said, like the Fort Wayne United and the 10-Point Coalition.
The credit for these numbers go to the hardworking men and women of the Fort Wayne Police Department. They're out there doing their job every day, and it's because of them we're seeing this.
Mayor Henry also pointed to the passage of the 2020 budget, which he says will allow the Fort Wayne Police Department to have 480 officers patrolling city streets.
Republican Tim Smith's campaign responding tonight, saying these statistics don't tell the entire story. Fort Wayne's NBC News caught up with the candidate this afternoon for his take on the state of crime in the fort. Smith criticized Henry for not hiring what he sees as enough officers on the streets, and he accused the mayor of manipulating data, as he put it, to fit his campaign message and, quote, playing politics with public safety.
They're bragging about statistics through 9 months. What if the last quarter of the year is horrible? What if it's tragic? Will they conclude then that whatever they've employed and deployed has failed? Pursuant to a study only 2.5 weeks ago, not only are we not the 5th safest city in America, as he falsely claims, we are the 41st safest city in the state of Indiana.
Smith says if elected, he would hire more police officers and focus on community-oriented policing.
A local advocacy group also making their voices heard today at noon in what they called a flash mob protest at Citizens Square downtown outside the mayor's office. Members of Java, that's what the group is called, they say they are the victims and are the ones caught in between the conflicting mayoral campaigns. They say they want action, not just talking points. Mayor Henry says he supports the right to protest, but feels the numbers disprove their point.
We want him to know that there are people out here that know there is a problem. And if he wants to continue to hide his head in the sand, there's a problem. And it's not going to be solved if he continues to hide his head in the sand. I fear for our city next year if he gets reelected and still continues to deny that there's a crime problem.
I believe that the message was wrong. I think that they were receiving misinformation.
All right, so you've heard from both sides. Now, what do you think? Do you feel safe in the fort? Drop us a comment on this story on the Fort Wayne's NBC Facebook page.
And be sure to stay with Fort Wayne's NBC News through Election Day as we remain focused on the fort through our special report conversation with the candidates. We'll chat with Smith and with Henry about their visions for the fort. That's coming up Monday, the night before Election Day.